All right, welcome back to Junk Food Desserts, everybody. Our monthly boner episode. As you know, you already know that. I don't know why I'm explaining to you what this is that you've paid your hard-earned money for and are already listening to. But yeah, this is Junk Food Desserts. We're going to do a segment tonight that we did once before a while ago. There's this guy on YouTube channel named RwDt09. This guy's out there just compiling TV show intros like a madman. Like that's his calling in life, is to find obscure TV shows and put together their intros into compilation videos. So we got one lined up that we wanted to talk over. We're going to watch these intros, see if any of the three of us remember these shows, if we've got any thoughts on what we're seeing. So it's just basically going to be kind of a live commentary of this guy's video, this RwDt09, his video, which is entitled A Peculiar Pastiche of 30 TV Intros of the 90s. So I'm expecting it to be peculiar. I'm expecting there to be a pastiche, and I guess there's going to be 30 of these. So we should probably get chopping on this shortly. Do you guys have your video loaded up?
Loaded and ready, sir.
Hell yeah. So we'll do the traditional countdown from 3, and then we'll click play. So with no further ado, A Peculiar Pastiche of 30 TV Intros of the 90s. 3, 2, 1, play. Hi, honey, I'm home, says the first one. Starring Charlotte Booker and Stephen Bradbury and Pete Benson. So this looks like some kind of 1950s Leave It to Beaver, Julie Benz.
I love Julie Benz.
Kind of a send-up. Is this kind of like a Get a Life sort of a thing?
It seems like it. Like it's kind of like Rupert Holmes did the music of the Pina Colada song fame.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, it looks like it is like, yeah, maybe they have like some neighbors that are stuck in the 50s or something and having to contend with days. I like this little punk rock kid who's still camp and whatnot.
What a culture clash. This little punk rocker has to hang out with these 1950s neighbors.
Yeah, it looks like there's like definitely a Lucy kind of parody. Interesting. I don't really remember that one.
Yeah, me too. Now we got Whoops. I think this show is called Whoops, or is that just the first text we've seen?
No, Whoops. Remember we did an episode of this.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Did we? Was I on this?
Yeah, the Thanksgiving episode of this. It's about the people that are living after the apocalypse.
Yeah, I didn't recognize the intro. Yeah. So this was a comedic post-apocalyptic show. We watched the episode where they were hunting a giant turkey, as I remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And this was on Fox in the early days of Fox.
So you were a fan of this, Kevin?
I think Bowman was the fan.
No, I'd never heard of this. I thought it was yes. Maybe it was Sean. Maybe you picked this, Sean.
I honestly think Sean picked it.
It could be me. Maybe I was the fan. Well, we've moved on to Mego, it seems like. MEEGO, I think this is called, and it looks kind of Power Ranger-y so far, starring Bronson Pinchot and Ed Begley Jr.
Wow.
And Michelle Trachtenberg, is that the sister of Dan Trachtenberg, famed director of Prey?
Harriet the Spy.
Jonathan Lipnicki?
Damn, this is all sarcastic.
She's also the sister of Buffy.
We got a Bikini Babe turning into Bronson Pinchot? Wow. Okay, Ferris Bueller had a show. We're about to find out about that.
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on that last one. That last one's fascinating.
Yeah, we found out absolutely nothing about the plot of that last one, other than it looks amazing.
It looked great. Okay, so Ferris Bueller had a show, just like every popular 80s movie, you know, whether you're Bill and Ted or whoever, you get a show eventually. I remember seeing like one episode of this around the time.
Jennifer
Aniston. And just being like, you know what, there's no Broderick, this is not for me.
Amy Dolenz.
Yeah, what?
But maybe based on this cast, I want to go back.
Yeah, for sure.
This kid is no Broderick, but it does have some interesting female co-stars.
I gotta say, when I was young, Broderick was like a real idol for me. You know what I mean? Like I wanted to be like Broderick in War Games.
Yeah, you wanted to kill 2 women while driving around the Irish countryside.
No, I wanted to hack into Joshua and play a game of thermonuclear war. Okay, the next one going on here is we got a motorcycle pulling up to a church. Is this some kind of biker priest played by Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah. And he's about to sing Soul Man in a very white way, I'm sure.
Yeah. So the Blues Brothers have picked up the cloth, I guess.
Yeah, I don't remember this at all. This must have been short-lived, if not just only a pilot. But yeah, this is like Dan Aykroyd is some hip priest.
And here's Soul Man.
This is
awful.
Oh, man.
This is so bad.
This is so fucking awful.
As much as I will defend this man for Nothing But Trouble, that show looked like trouble.
Dan Aykroyd's, he should thank heaven every day that he knew Belushi.
All right, what's this next thing? The Office.
What?
Oh, okay. The Office was on in the 90s. I don't remember it being on in the 90s, but
yeah, is this supposed to be like, what was that real world looking handheld stuff?
Yeah, I don't know. And Valerie Harper's in this?
Yeah, I think they were just it was like kind of like asking people what they thought about the hot new sitcom The Office. But yeah, I mean, The Office is such a generic name. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that there was a show called The Office before The Office. I mean,
there was a bar in my hometown called The Office, so that you could like tell your wife, oh, I'm going to the office or whatever. That was fun.
A good idea.
All right, we got Mary Steenburgen in Ink.
well, and Ted, real life husband Ted Danson.
Oh, Becker himself?
Yeah. That obviously didn't last long, but maybe it was long enough for them to start their romance.
And I think we've already moved on to another show here with
These are rapid fire.
Carolyn Ray, or who is this in low pixel dancing with these men?
I have no idea.
I recognize the lady. I don't know her name.
Style and Substance, created by Peter Tolan, of course.
A classic show.
Yeah, that's not going to be one of the ones I look up after this. Okay, we got Hollywood Boulevard. We got the star for Lassie. And Sybil.
Oh, Sybil.
Sybil's got her star on the Walk of Fame. She drew it in chalk by herself, but it was cool that she put it right next to Lassie's star. That's where I'd put mine.
Yeah. Well, that was like a popular show, wasn't it? Like, I feel like that show was on, like, for years.
I think Sybil was on for a little bit. It was no Murphy Brown.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now we have some, hot rock music playing over a weird squiggle art for a show called Life's Work.
Looks like a Red Bull commercial.
Again, tells us nothing about the show.
Some of these shows are better than others. Stat. This one is called Stat. This looks kind of cool. We got a couple doctors here. They look stressed out. Is this a comedy? Is this a drama? I don't know yet. Dennis Boustakaris, I think, has a lot of range, so it could be anything.
Yeah.
It looks like a comedy.
I loved this lady when I was a little kid. She was on like a million TV shows. I thought she was the bee's knees when I was like 8.
That's interesting, because I don't think I could place the woman. We've moved on. New York City. Things are fast-paced. The show is called Public Morals. There's live nude girls and videos. There's buses. Donald Logue is in this.
Oh, I love Donald
We got
Logue.
fast cuts.
Yeah.
We got traffic. We got Julianne Christie. We got more traffic. We got more fast cuts. People walking. Justin Lewis is here. We got saxophones. We got electronic stores. Jane Marie Hupp's in this. Taxi cabs aplenty. Oh, more neon signs. Joseph Baltimore. There's a hotel. It's New York City. Larry Romano's in this. We got more live girls on stage. Bill Broached Up is in this. This thing's got everything. Peter Garrity's in this. Who even knew Peter Garrity was in this? Walking by a peep show near some more taxis. This could not be more New York City, you guys. Wow, the Big Apple. In 30 seconds.
Yeah. Double Rush. Okay, this looks like a bike messenger or something.
Double Rush is how Sean was getting through that last
I know.
that last intro.
I was hoping that would be more of like one of those 5-second intros. It kind of went on for a while. So we got some bike messaging. Is that what's going on here? Again, a New York thing, I think.
Is in this.
Yeah.
What was that movie? There was like a couple movies, right, in the past 20 years where this was a thing again.
Yeah, Premium Rush.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That show had Corinne Bohrer from Joysticks, who I love.
Maybe it was based on the show. Oh, Neil Patrick Harris and what was it called? Stark Raving Mad? Is that what this was called?
Yep, Stark Raving Dad. I like this like Devo-esque theme song though.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is way too fast. I can't get a grip on any of these shows. Oh, there's that home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Brian Ben show.
I love Brian Ben, and I love the Brian Ben show.
Well, too bad, because we're watching Damon Wayans in Damon. That's right.
Yeah.
Damon, his own show. Sybil had one. Why not Damon?
I think this was Damon Wayans being like, Martin has his own show. I should have my. Although this doesn't look like a comedy, judging by this intro.
Yeah.
Yes.
David Allen Greer is in the house.
Very strange intro.
Although I guess it would have to be a comedy. But yeah, I don't remember this at all.
Me neither.
Do you remember Champs?
I don't know. This looks like a whimsical sports-themed sitcom or something. Kevin Nealon.
What?
This is a show that will bring you back to the days when the things that mattered most were family and basketball.
Yeah,
It's
just
Champs.
shooting hoops with your dad.
Well,
Something Wilder. Uh-oh, Gene Wilder in the house?
it is Gene Wilder. You know what? Sybil and Damon had shows. Why not Gene Wilder?
Oh, this is a shame. I mean, this looks kind of like it could be kind of wholesome, and I love Gene Wilder, but obviously it didn't work for some reason.
Gene Wilder, one of the greats, one of the all-time greats. Love him in everything. But
Maybe it didn't work
looks,
because he painted a Hitler mustache on his own face.
This looks unwatchable.
Who would have made it past these fucking credits and actually watched any of this show?
Yeah.
That's sad.
Phew.
We should scrub that from the internet.
Yeah.
Okay, we're putting stuff in a blender. We're hitting the
Bunch of
button.
names, Blender, very 90s. Something so right.
Okay.
What could it be? Yeah, again, this is just graphics tells me
Yeah.
zero about the show.
Fuck that show.
More. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. We
Bill
can't have this.
Cosby in Cosby. Yeah, this was his follow-up to the Cosby Show. I guess after going off the air, he realized he didn't have the access to enough women to drug and rape, so he got another show to get that train rolling again.
What even is this show?
Do you remember? This ran for 4 seasons. This wasn't a flash in the pan. I mean, it was nowhere near as popular as the Cosby Show, but it was on. God, flush that down the toilet. Oh, more
Oh,
Cosby.
the Cosby Mysteries?
I lived in a Simpsons household, so, you know, all this stuff is kind of Greek to me.
Yeah. Do you remember the Cosby Mysteries, though?
I remember it being a thing. I never watched it. Should I have?
No, I
Oh.
never watched it either, but I feel like with the way you like Columbo, you'd probably be really into this now.
Well, I would have been. Cosby is one of those guys. You know, when I was a kid, I had the records. You know, there's
Yeah.
a joke about leaving the snowball in the freezer all summer. It's funny stuff. You know, kid going to the dentist or whatever. Funny stuff. But
Unfortunately, I think we uncovered a few too many Cosby mysteries, and
yeah. All right, moving on to New York news.
yeah, New York News, a show that doesn't star America's most prolific serial rapist.
It does star Gregory Harrison, though, for what that's worth.
Yeah. That Cosby Mysteries,
Hey, is that the brother from another planet?
Joe Morton, I think it is.
yeah, that's him.
And a Times Square Animaniac, so I like that.
This could not be more 90s, this
No.
style of intro.
Yeah. 2 shows in a row with Madeline Kahn. What a world.
One of my
Yeah,
faves.
and Tyler Moore.
Another one of my faves. I should be watching more 90s TV.
A lot of New York-centric stuff in the 90s, it seems like.
Yeah.
Now we got New York Undercover. Now that's, again, a show I remember. This ran for quite a while.
Yeah. This was kind of like an NYPD Blue sort of a thing.
Yeah, this was like middle ground between like NYPD Blue and then before like Law and Order came into fruition. This was...
It had like a hard edge, though, from what I remember.
Oh, they probably had an AIDS episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dick Wolf, of course. There you go.
Well, those shows are great for guest stars. You know, they're always getting some cool character actor in there.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, though.
It's called Orleans. It looks like it's a Law and Order, but for the Bayou.
Larry Hagman to get a role again.
Gonna be finding some bodies in the swamps. Gonna have to go interview some voodoo priestess and some bartenders on Bourbon Street, probably. Looks like they're really leaning into the New Orleans vibe.
Yeah.
This might as well just be called CSI.
They're gonna solve the mystery of Bananas Foster. Who's Foster? I don't know.
We got one West Waikiki.
He directed the new Thor movie.
So is this like a Baywatch in Hawaii? What's this gonna be?
This is like an ER in Hawaii. Maybe.
Oh yeah. Now we got some doctors. We got
dentists. Maybe they're messing with teeth.
Cheryl Ladd.
What could be more exciting than doctors in Hawaii?
Well, dentists apparently.
Yeah. Dentists who shoot people.
Cops. Or maybe they're forensic doctors and
maybe they're forensic dentists.
Yeah.
They always talk about identifying you by your teeth, when you're burned in a fire, but we never see the people who do it. And sometimes they do it in Hawaii.
Yeah.
See, there's one of those fires right now. These are going to get incinerated.
Classic character actor Paul Gleason, the principal from Breakfast Club.
Oh yeah. That movie's kind of lame. I watched that recently. I was super underwhelmed.
I haven't seen it in a long time.
I'm guessing this Hawaiian dentistry show is also underwhelming.
That's fair to say. This has not been the best batch of these videos from RwDt09, but I appreciate his commitment. What do we got here?
Proto West Wing kind of deal. This looks like it takes place in Washington, D.C. in some form of political world. All-star cast of fucking nobodies.
I love how confidently they're putting their names on screen, though, as if it means something.
The Monroes. I guess
at least use a lowercase font if you're not that famous.
Right. All right, we got whitewater rafting with an H. Who's it going to be?
This is Deliverance, the TV show?
Chad Everett as... This is a 90s show?
This looks like mid-70s.
Yeah.
Real.
Maybe it got re-released in the 90s.
It looks just terrible. Hagen.
Yeah, this is definitely not 90s. I don't know what it's doing here.
We've been failed by RwDt09. Letting us down. Yeah. I'm not even going to comment on this because it's not a 90s video.
Did they have to hire only actors with H's in their names so that they could do these stupid credits?
Well, they probably were like, how can we do this? And they're like, we all have H's somewhere in our names. Like, run with it, graphics boy.
I will say it was a peculiar intro. I'll give them that much. All right, we got boobs.
These in the year 2000.
We got meatballs. We got Italian grandmothers.
This song is wild.
Yeah.
Johnny Bago is the name of the show? This looks like a Parker Bum and Jam.
I'm intrigued deeply.
Some goofball Italian. Jimmy Buffett.
He did Johnny Bago's theme.
And it looks like this show has no shortage of cleavage and monkeys and
oh my god! I gotta see if there's a DVD box set of this.
Johnny's kissing a monkey.
Oh, this is definitely the most intriguing one so far.
Gunfight on the beach with a babe. Robert Zemeckis. Okay.
Along with Jeffrey Price
and Peter
Johnny
Seaman.
Bago. Gotta see it. High incident. I remember I've had many high incidents.
Did they look like this? Were they a meaningless montage of imagery that's tough to decipher?
No, this is like another cop drama, again, with a bunch of no-name douchebags. This looks terrible.
This is one of those shows that makes me want to care about policemen's lives.
Something your grandpa would watch. These blue lives definitely do not matter.
Propaganda, created by Spielberg. Wow. Propaganda was all over the air in the 90s.
Yeah, and Eric Bogosian.
Oh, damn. Easy Streets.
E.Z.
Mm-hmm.
Starring Kevin Olin Ray.
And Eazy-E.
I wish. Oh, Joey Pants.
Joey Pants is cool. I don't know what the point was of that title. So it's supposed to be East Street or something, and they've changed it to Easy Street?
I think so, yeah.
Well, what is East Street? Or E Street? Maybe it takes place on E Street, I guess, in New York?
It's about the E Street Band.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
Maxie Weinberg's going to be in here.
Do we just have a blowjob reference?
It looked like it, but that's what Paul Haggis was into back then, I guess.
Well,
And that's it.
That Haggis.
We ended on the Haggis blowjob. Probably no better way to end, I guess.
Yeah, pretty fast paced, so it was hard to take it all in. I think the front and the tail end were the most intriguing. I'd check out that Hi Honey I'm Home and that Johnny Bago. Those were probably the most intriguing of the batch. Maybe that Migo with I need a little bit more context on that all-star cast with Bronson Pinchot and Ed Begley Jr.
I'll be honest with you guys, and I know that you don't want to hear this, but I am morbidly curious about this Dan Aykroyd as a motorcycle riding priest TV show.
No.
I don't even know what it was called, to be honest, and maybe that's for the better, so I don't end up looking it up.
I'm pretty sure it was, in fact, called Soul Man.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, this was not the best batch, but that was intriguing to me, and then also, the two that you mentioned. I probably will watch this Johnny Bago at some point.
Well,
it's got boobs.
It's also kind of amazing to me. I mean, I watched more TV in the 90s than pretty much most average people, and I have not heard of pretty much any of these shows besides a few of them.
It's wild. Johnny Bago, how many episodes? We got 8. 2 of them unaired. So
yeah.
There's one on YouTube entitled Johnny's Golden Shaft, so that's probably a good one.
Holy shit.
Oh, you know who's one of the series regulars is Art LaFleur. You know that guy.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, from Trancers.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
This episode on YouTube only has 54 views, so probably not a lot of fans of this show.
Well, maybe we could be the first to champion Johnny Bago.
Let's do it.
Episode 1, free at last, 46 minutes. So it's pretty beefy episode there.
Yeah.
A lot of time for boobs in there. Yeah, Art LaFleur is all over this thing. I'm scanning through it. I see this guy's signature mug all up on these pixels. All right, well, I think that was, in fact, the segment that we described. It was a peculiar pastiche of 30 TV intros, with one exception from the 90s. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments on the Patreon or in the Discord or however you like to get in contact with us. Let us know what you liked, what you didn't like, and we'll see you in the next segment on this Junk Food Desserts, so stick around.